Hey guys, today we're going to create the table of contents for your final report that will be turned in as your final grade for class. Make sure that before you turn everything in that you print the rubric that I posted in Google Classroom, just so that you can go through everything and double check, because I want everybody to be able to get a really good grade on it. And as always, email me if you have any questions. For the table of contents, we're just going to open a blank document in Word. Make sure you're in Word because that's part of your grade. And then I always just go ahead and start out and make sure that I've changed everything to Times New Roman 12-point font. There it is. Times New Roman 12-point font. And we're going to center our title, table of contents. The thing we're focusing on is using, I want you to know how to use outlines, or what they call multi-level lists. Because you'll need that in college or in some careers that you might go into. So I want you to understand how to do that in Microsoft Word. And then we're just going to use it to make a simple table of contents for our business plan. And it's going to list some documents that you don't have to turn in because you've already turned them in to me. You'll understand what I'm talking about in just a moment. You've gotten grades on those things. So I'm just going to start, but we need to go back to the left to start our table of contents. So I'm working from that business plan planning sheet from the Small Business Association that we've been working from the whole time. So I'm going to choose a multi-level list, and I'm going to choose this one, and that's the one I need you to choose. It's the Roman numerals and then the letter and the number. That's just traditional outline formatting. All right, so the first thing you would have is, we're not going to list your cover because the cover's on the front. So we're going to have your executive summary. You can just follow along with me on this. Pause and then do each step if you want to. Now what it was supposed to do there was go ahead and put in my 2, but it did not do that. So I want to go back up here and click. Let's see if it'll give me my 2. It did. Okay. And so company, and yours may act a little different. Just make sure that you get it back to this kind of a format. Company description. So that's interesting. It's never really done this before, so I'm wondering if it's updated to cause it to not automatically put the next one in. Okay. And multi-level list, and boom. I think you can also go here, by the way. Can you see that up there on the right? To do the same thing. So I'm going to market analysis. These are each paragraphs that you should have in your report, by the way. If you're missing any, just use that form and see what you need to fill in, or get with another, we were going to do product line. Get with another student just to see what they had. Now our last paragraph should have been funding request. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm sorry, I'm losing my words today. It's a very straightforward table of contents or outline at this point, but we're about to change that up. We're going to put in your appendix items. These are all the things that you've already turned into me, hopefully, and we're leaving off one of the letters. So I'm going to go A. And we'll scroll down so you guys can see what I'm doing. A is store floor plan. That's what you guys created a little while ago. Hopefully you turn that in. I'm going to go back up and click again. I'm going to do new. Yep. I'm going to go with this organizational chart. That's what we made in Canva. Our menu made in Canva. Social media example. We made that in Canva. If you don't have, you should have this in Styles. If you don't, you may have to kind of figure out how to get to that. If you have trouble, ask me. Income forecast. We just made that. Hopefully you turned it in to me. cash flow statement, HI, and capital expenditures budget. Look at all that work you did this semester. All right, so now all we're going to do, because this is in blue, yours may look different. We want it all to be in Times New Roman 12-point font. Times New Roman 12-point font. We want it all to be in black. So you have to get it off of automatic because automatic probably is going to be blue. We want to change it to black. And then you want to single space. Now, if you remember what we talked about in class about spacing, it shows single space, but it still has some space between them, and that's totally fine. But if you didn't want those, you would remove space after paragraph. I actually want them there because it makes it look a little nicer. And that's all you're turning into me. So everybody should look exactly like mine. Okay, click off of that so you can see. So make sure you save it as table of contents or whatever you want to save it as, and then upload it to Google Classroom before you add that final paragraph to your report and turn everything into me. Because as you can see from the rubric, all this goes together to make your very simple final report. Have a great day. Email me if you have any questions.